Live from the CBW Radio UK studios in Chelmsford, this is Off the Record with Big C and his trusty companions, Jazzy Jeff and Stinky Pete.
Yes, welcome along. Thank you very much, Shaggy. Welcome along to Off the Record, whatever you're looking at us on Facebook or on X, which I will just repost shortly while I talk, and also via the YouTube. We're on the YouTube, the Real CBW Productions YouTube channel. And you'll find us, and we're live. And I've got with me, as usual, my trusty companions, Stinky Pete and Jazzy Jeff, the two Willis boys.
What more could you want in your life?
Oh, I don't know. Not a lot. Not a lot. No, it's perfect. It's perfect. We're here again, our regular spot on a Wednesday evening. And it's episode 185. So we've done a few of them. Not all together, obviously, but episode 15, series 7. And we've had so many topics. I don't think we've covered the one that we're doing tonight, though, which is good. We don't want to duplicate. But before we get on to what it's all about, what's been happening? We've qualified for the World Cup. You probably wouldn't know that, Pete, because you don't watch England play.
No, I watched it last night. We qualified at a canter. I was watching because a load of my mates in Ukraine were watching the Ukraine game, and so I was kind of having the conversation about who was going to get through first, etc., etc. So yeah, I did watch it, and I thought we played very well. I usually don't watch because the England games are massively boring, but last night's wasn't. So
to be fair, the last 3 games haven't been that boring. It's weird.
No, I watched the Serbia game, and that wasn't boring either. So I've kind of become vaguely converted. I'm really excited till the World Cup.
It's good to see that we are the first European nation to qualify for the World Cup next year in the States.
Yes.
Because Portugal didn't win, they would have got through as well, but they drew, I think, to.
Yeah, they drew 2. They drew 2-2 with Hungary. Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, they would have been.
Did you see that Cape Verde got through the night before?
Cape Verde,
yes.
I know.
The lowest ranked team ever to get to the World Cup finals. It's brilliant. Yeah.
Is that right? The lowest.
Yes, the lowest ranked team
previously.
Who did they beat?
Oh, someone beginning with E that I've never heard of.
Just one team, is it, to get through or something? Or
no, they beat Cameroon. They've done all sorts. There's loads, but the people they actually beat was Equine. I can't remember. I don't know.
Was it Eritrea?
No, it was EQ something, I think, or EN something like that.
Equatorial Guinea.
No, I've heard of them. I've never heard of the country.
Where is Cape Verde Islands? As a matter of interest.
Oh, I know. I've been there.
Have you?
One of the very few places that I've been to. It's off the west coast of Africa.
All right. Okay.
They were originally Portuguese islands.
Okay.
We went to Seoul. The biggest one is called something else, and I can't remember, but it'll come back to me. But the interesting thing about Seoul, because it is an absolute desolation of an island, there's nothing there at all apart from all the stuff around the edge where the tourists go. But it's the reserve site for the space shuttle to land.
Is it really?
Because it's got this huge, great, long area where, yeah. So it's the reserve. So if it can't land in wherever it is, Jodrell Bank or wherever it is it normally lands.
Yeah.
That's like Jodrell Bank. It's a telescope. It definitely doesn't land there because that's tiny.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
It would. That'd be like putting a helicopter down on base camp at Everest in the wind with the snow. Oh boy.
No, wherever. Oh, I didn't know that.
So it lands. Its reserve spot is on Seoul.
I thought Seoul was a type of beer.
No,
or alternatively,
the capital of South Korea.
It's a bloke that we don't like very much at Tottenham, as I recall.
Oh, him. Yeah, don't mention him.
Judas.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what else is to say about it. Oh, I suppose Trump has brought about peace in the Middle East, hasn't he, this week?
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
Don't hold your breath. Did you see that Pete, whatever his name is, Hegseth Geff, the bloke with the shit tattoos and the silly hair. He was flying back from Brussels to America, having done his little song and dance routine at Ramstein, and there was a problem with the plane, and he had to divert to England.
I noticed that.
Yeah, the sad thing was there wasn't a problem with the plane when he was halfway across the Atlantic and dropped the silly bugger in it. But anyway, there we go.
Harsh,
but true.
fair. Harsh but fair. Right, okay, let's get on to it. This is a subject matter. We are delving into the depths of power ballads. I was going to say power balladry. That's probably not a word.
It's a good
No,
word.
it is. Balladry is a word.
Is
Yeah,
it?
balladry is a word. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I knew that all along.
You did.
But anyway,
Well done.
power balladry is the thing. There's been a lot of them. Don't know where it really originated. We can come on to that maybe, or what indeed a power ballad is. Someone that might have a little bit of an inkling, maybe Jazzy Jeff, because you've looked up
found.
Have you done research?
Definition on the interweb.
Okay.
So according to the interweb, and I'm quoting here, so I will read this to you. It says typically, Colin, you will recognise some of this as we go along. Typically, power ballads have 60 to 80 beats per minute, which is a slower pace and allows for a dramatic build and the emotional delivery which defines them.
Okay.
So a power ballad is a slower piece of music which has a dramatic build and an emotional delivery.
Interesting.
So,
Mama Cass has got a dramatic build. Did you do power ballad?
Having said that, I picked my 10 and a whole bunch of other ones that I thought you guys might pick.
Yeah.
And then I left a whole bunch out that I really can't stand,
and
thought, well, very few of these have got a beats per minute that's that low. But there we go. So either I don't like power ballads and I've picked a whole bunch of stuff that aren't power ballads.
Well, we'll come on to that, no doubt.
Or the definition on the interweb is incorrect.
Well, 6 to 8.
That's interesting. No, go on.
Go on.
No, what I was going to say was interesting because when I was kind of looking to say, well, what is a power ballad? A lot of the stuff I looked at, the definition is not about what it is, but when it is. So nearly everything I read said basically power ballads started in the early 1980s and went through to the late 1990s. And there's, you kind of look at it and go, well, so does that mean that there's no power ballads anymore? Clearly there are, but the golden age of power balladry was the 80s and 90s.
Good word.
A good word. Was the 80s and 90s, according to the sages and seers that I watched, which was then interesting because then when I looked at the list, there were 3 or 4 songs from the 1970s, and I thought, well, how does that work? But anyway.
Well, yeah, I would have thought. I looked up a little bit of a definition as well, Jeff.
Well done.
And Pete, I'll tell you, yeah. And I read that a power ballad it originated, I can't read my writing here, it originated with the emotional singing of soul artists, especially Ray Charles, then Eric Burdon, Tom Jones, and Joe Cocker. And they're generally slow tempo songs. This is where we get to your Mama Cass element. Slow tempo songs building into a loud and emotive chorus. Now, I would have said that maybe the early 70s, I think they probably 70s rather than the 80s. I know they expanded a little bit in the 80s, but I've got...
Not according to the stuff I read.
I've got 2 from the 70s in my 10.
And I've got 1 from the 70s, which I chose because I think it deserves to be there. But then other ones which were on the list, I thought, no, don't be stupid. That's not a power ballad. It's a rock song. And that for me was the debate I had with all of my mates on Telegram earlier, because what is a power ballad, what is a rock song, and the big question that they all said was, okay, Whitney Houston's entire output is power ballads. and my brain melted because then, but you see, that's the whole point. So they said, well, so Whitney Houston, Go West, and various other. I don't know. There's some.
I know who they are.
I know who Go West are, but they don't do power ballads.
Well, fine. But what I'm saying is that so when I open that up as a conversation, then it was those kind of people that were getting thrown in as well. And I'm going, no. Power ballads are rock songs done in a slower pace with a build, which kind of picks up what you said, Colin, and what you said, Jeff. So I've gone with rock songs that are slower and build to a chorus you want to sing along to. And there are some bands where basically their entire output is that, which I will come to shortly.
I looked at 4 or 5 songs. I thought, actually, I love this song. Is this a power ballad? And I thought, no, it's not. It's just a soft rock song. And then I thought there was a particular style which encompasses what a power ballad is, and these songs, although they may, I'd be interested whether you've picked any of them. But yeah, it might be quite interesting.
Well, I've got
anything
20...
by Whitney Houston.
No, well, I wouldn't choose anyone.
But I understand that they are. I was disturbed actually when I looked at my list of songs, potential songs here, how many of them were ultimately covered by the likes of Mariah Carey or Celine Dion or such artists.
I don't think any of the ones I've chosen have been covered by those people, so that'll be interesting.
Well, it will be interesting.
But the sort of songs that we're talking about are absolutely perfect for those vocal acrobats to cover, which is why Tom Jones would do it as well. It's that big, movable voice. So like, you know, so to cover something of the sort of things that I've got here will be relatively straightforward for many of them, I would think.
Well, Celine Dion has got a movable voice. Well, I hope she moves away from me anyway, that's for sure.
Go on.
I've obviously, having decided this is what we were going to do in the usual format, I just threw that out the window and decided to do something different because that's what I do. So I've chosen 21 bands and 27 songs, but that's because some of the bands, there's a whole bunch of stuff, all of which I think count. So the way I'm planning on doing it when we go through in order is I'm going to do 2 at a time, because there's not an awful lot to say about them. You know, you're not going to dissect the words and the lyrical beauty, and because basically the whole point of a power ballad is you're vaguely drunk and you're singing it walking down the street on the way home, and you hope you don't get arrested, or you're driving the car with all the kids in the back and they're all singing out a tune and you're all kind of doing it for laughs. And for me, that's what a power ballad is. Hopefully, so that's how I've done it.
Not drunk in the car then in that case.
No, I was very clear to say
I
that.
know you were indeed.
I was very clear about that. And I'm not going to talk in any way, shape or form about the trip back from the 1976 Reading Festival.
Fair enough.
Moving swiftly on.
We won't go there. All right. Well, I didn't know you were saying about Celine Dion or Mariah Carey or these sort of Whitney Houston's one you mentioned, Pete. I think I don't really, I'm not that keen on the song, but I would see, and so it wouldn't really get into my list. But the sort of one maybe you're talking about, I think is a classic power ballad, would be Jennifer Rush and The Power of Love.
No, it's really interesting because I nearly picked it. I thought I don't want to have to talk about it, so I won't pick it. Because
interestingly,
but I think you're right.
My mates who I was talking to on Telegram, there are 11 of us in the group. 9 chose Jennifer Rush.
Yeah. I mentioned to Sarah we're doing Power Ballads last week, actually, coming up this week, and the first one she said was Power of Love.
Yeah. I think it's a fair shout, but I just couldn't bring myself to include it.
No.
Many people love it. Many people love it.
I know. It's not my bag, but I can see, and I think it is a power ballad.
Yeah,
And I
you're
think
right.
some of mine might be along those lines. That, of course, is one that Celine Dion covered, I think, wasn't it? Or was it Mariah Carey? One of the two, maybe
No
both.
idea.
Right, guys, should we throw out some songs, or do you want to throw out some artists then first, Pete? Can I
No,
throw one song in at the start? Can I throw one song? I'm just going to
Yeah.
mention it because I've mentioned it so many times in the past. I see it as a power ballad, and it did come out in 1972. We have talked about it at length before now, and I'm sure we all love it. The definition of a power ballad aside, with the slide guitar of Tony Peluso and a sibling duo singing.
Yeah. So you're
And
talking about Goodbye to Love?
I'm talking about Goodbye to Love. Are you going to say that's not a power ballad?
Yes.
It's a ballad.
It's a brilliant song and it's a ballad, but it's not a power ballad.
I would say it was a power ballad. It's a
This
powerful.
is going to be a fun podcast, then, isn't it?
It builds into that brilliant. Maybe you're going to sing along to the guitar solo, but you know what I mean. It's described as a power ballad as well when you look it up.
Not on any of the lists I looked at.
I can see why it might be, but I personally would just say it's a ballad. But
it's a ballad which has power. It's not a power ballad.
Goodbye to Love. It's
listen, it's a brilliant song, and we should talk about it as often as we want.
We should. Yeah, it's stated. It's one of the first power ballads, if not the first. And it had a fuzz guitar.
No. The first power ballad was from 1971, and that is on my list.
Okay.
Ooh, forceful.
Okay. Well, I'm going to throw Goodbye to Loving because I see it as a power ballad, and as Jeff said, I want to talk about it as much as you can anyway because it's a wonderful.
So you should.
And it's Richard Carpenter's birthday as well today.
Happy birthday, Dick.
Yes.
Ding.
Ding dong.
Ding dong. Go on, Pete. Tell us what the first one ever was.
Well, okay. I'm not necessarily agreeing with this, but on the list of all of the great power ballads that I looked at, and I looked at lots and lots of different lists.
Is this 8 minutes long?
Sorry?
Is this song going to be 8 minutes long by any chance?
It's not Stairway to Heaven, but that does register. But again, that's not a power ballad. It's a rock song. Don't be ridiculous. It's not a power ballad.
No, I wouldn't say it is.
What is a power ballad from 1971 is Without You by Harry Nilsson. That is very, very definitely a power ballad.
So it's 1972, which is why I was a bit confused. 71 was Badfinger, 72 was Nilsson. But
not according to the list, it was 1971.
I would say, yeah, it was 71 in the US. The album Nilsson Smilson was in 71, and the single was in 71, late 71. Over here, it was in 72.
So you're 5 weeks. I've got that as my first one.
Well, I've got that as my second one after Goodbye to Love.
Well, I've got it on there because I think for me that was the first power ballad. My first one is the one which is on every single list and is in the top 3 on every single list as well. So when it's my turn, I'll throw that one in.
Well, why don't we deal with Without You? I've got Without You. I agree with you. I think it's a power ballad. It fits all the things. It's 65 beats per minute, in case you want to know.
But thank you.
And it's 490, and it's 496 for Rolling Stone's greatest songs of all time.
Wow!
But it is and both versions, like Badfinger's version and Nilsson's version, like they both do what power ballads technically, according to the definitions, do. So I agree with you, Peter.
Well, that's good. Well, I agree with both of you because I definitely got it on the list, and I think Nilsson's version is just so much more, for want of a better term, powerful.
Powerful. Yeah, I agree.
The original Badfinger version.
I agree.
Superb stuff. Jointly written by Pete Ham and
the other fella.
Fred Egg, thereby being Ham and Egg.
Tom Evans, that's him. They both wrote two different songs and they combined the two, one with a verse, one with a chorus, which is interesting. Pete Ham wrote a song called If It's Love, and he didn't really have much of a chorus to it. And Tom Evans came up with another song, which was called I Can't Live, which, got them to the chorus. But Without You, Nielsen, we've probably mentioned that before a few times, but
I think that all of the rest on my list, with the exception of the output from one band, we probably haven't talked about before. So,
all right, okay.
We shall see.
So I've got Without You, I've got Goodbye to Love. You've got Without You, Pete, and so have you, Jeff.
Yeah.
So which one of you wants to go next then? I've had two.
Go on, Pete.
All right. Well, I'm going to throw in two that I think fit together in the terms of in the genre of power ballads. So I think there are subgenres within the power ballads. So I'm going to chuck two out, which are in the top 5 on every list I looked at. Every Rose Has Its Thorn, Poison.
Again, I didn't include that one because
Right.
Again, yeah, I know the song. There's so many of these bands. I was going to come on to this later on. So many of these rock bands that have a ballad or an acoustic song that becomes their biggest selling single, doesn't it? Poison is one.
Right. Well, don't mention anyone else because I'm probably about to mention them too.
All right, okay.
Because I think they both fall into the same category.
I've got Every Rose on my list as well.
Okay.
Right.
I love the song, but I didn't really think, because then there's another. Well, we can't mention it if you're going to mention it.
I have a question for you both on this then.
Go on then.
This is technically called hair metal. What the hell is hair metal?
Right. Hair metal was that genre of bands from the mid to late 1980s who sang melodic metal songs, and Poison would be right there in the middle of that group, along with White Lion and Def Leppard and Extreme and all of those kind of bands, and they all have power ballads. And I'm going to mention most of those later. Well, yes, I mean, you would not make it into a hair metal band, I'm afraid.
That's so discriminatory.
It may be discriminatory, but it is very, very, very true.
I could wear a wig.
You could wear a wig. If you want to see something really sad, watch David Lee Roth at 65 doing Jump. It's bad. I'm warning you of that, so that if you see it ever, you can just go, no, Pete said that's a bad idea. Move on. It's terrible. Anyway, so I think literally Every Rose Has Its Thorn is pretty well number 1 on all of the lists I looked at, as on the power ballads lists. Now, I probably looked at different lists from you, but it was there. It was in the top 3 or 4 on all of them. And the other one, which is in every list, which I'm going to throw in now, is Silent Lucidity by Queensryche.
Ooh, what?
Which I think falls into the same category as...
Say it again, Pete, I didn't hear.
Silent Lucidity by Queensryche.
Never heard of it. Okay.
It's a beautiful, beautiful song, and I'm going to choose it tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got it on... you're not around tomorrow, are you?
Yes.
I thought you weren't around tomorrow.
I'm not around Friday.
All right, okay. In which case, yeah, Silent Lucidity was on my list here. It's a great song. But I remember getting the CD single when it came out. Not so sure about other stuff by them.
No. It's the standout song by them, but it's the best thing they've done by a country mile.
Right, okay. And I'm trying to think. I suppose it does build, does it? I don't know.
Yeah.
This is why Poison I didn't include, because that doesn't build to anything. It's just Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
But it's a great song. But it's a power ballad. It's a single. It's not a John Denver ballad. It's a power ballad that you sing along to. It's not Vincent by Don McLean. That's a ballad, but it's not one you sing along to. I mean, Jeff and I might sing it because we've done it together before, but it's not a power ballad. Every Rose Has Its Thorn. If you're driving in the car and you've got the kids, they will sing the chorus. And for me, that's what a power ballad is.
It's interesting because I was talking to Jules about this a little earlier. saying, she said, "What are you doing tonight?" Da 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 da. And the 3 songs that she came up with immediately, this was the first of them.
What, Every Rose?
Immediately said, "Every Rose has its song."
Yeah, it's literally number 1 on nearly every list I looked at.
Interesting.
It is. It's yeah. I mean, as I said, I love the song. It was on my long list here, but I ruled it out because I didn't think it was like a really powerful song. If you get my drift, a
Indeed.
power ballad. That's why I left it out.
It's only
It's why
82
we're
beats a minute as well, so it's definitely in the zone.
Okay, I must admit I missed out. I must have missed that one. The beats per minute. Damn. I feel my
Colin
bad.
Wright must do better.
I must do better, definitely.
That's County's beats.
Don't get me wrong, I love the song, and they did another great song as well. Something to Believe In was another great song.
Yeah,
by
that's
them.
right. Yeah, no, they're a
But-
good band, Poison, of their ilk.
that ilk. Yeah, okay. So you got Silent Lucidity, Queensryche.
Queensryche, yeah.
It's a good song.
Great
as I
song.
said. And okay, can I throw another one in? This is another band, and this one I think does build, which is why I included it. It was their biggest hit in the States. It was their only number 1 single in the States, 1988. An American band. It didn't chart here. Well, it got to 77, so technically it wasn't a hit. And it was number 1 in Canada as well and Australia. First, a single from their 10th album, Lap of Luxury. Does that ring any bells to you? In April 1988. Originally written for Elkie Brooks, who didn't like it and turned it down for her Bookbinders album. No, Bookbinders. Bookbinders.
He can't read his own writing, Jeff.
No, I can't.
He's doing the Colin squint.
I can't read it.
It's for an Elkie Brooks album anyway. And okay, it was Cheap Trick.
Ah,
I Want You to Want Me.
No, that's certainly not a power ballad. I would have said.
I was
This
just going to
one-
say it's not a power ballad. Which one is it?
It's called The Flame.
Don't know it.
Doesn't ring any bells. I'll have to play that tomorrow then. It's a ballad. It's a soft ballad. It builds. I Will Be the Flame. I mean, it comes out with a great chorus. It is a sing along, a chorus, I think, anyway. So Cheap Trick, I've gone for that, which you haven't, which is good. We're a little bit different anyway. All of mine are going to be different if we have different meanings of the word power ballad.
they're all going to, yeah. I think we're all either going to have the same one, or they're all going to be
Totally different. Yeah, I agree.
So,
right, what you got then, Jeff?
should I have a go? Okay, can I take you back to 1974, 77? 74 in the States, 77 in the UK.
Okay.
Got to number 15 in 1977 in the UK. First released by the Everly Brothers in 1960.
Nazareth?
God,
Nazareth?
yeah, Nazareth. Love Hurts by Nazareth.
Yeah, great song.
It is a good song, and it is a power ballad.
It
In
is.
the way that they do it, it is a power ballad.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's slower and softer, and it builds, and then you get, and I can't remember the guy's name, the guitarist, but you get this fantastic guitar solo at the end. Say again?
I said Dan McCafferty, but I didn't realise.
No,
he's the singer. I don't know about the guitarist.
It's absolutely screaming guitar solo as it builds and climaxes, and it's a good song anyway. But I think it's a very early power ballad.
It's on all the lists. It features in the lists of 100, which were the ones I mostly looked at. It's there. It's kind of in the 50s somewhere. So yeah, it's in there.
And far more importantly, it spent 60 weeks in the Norwegian charts.
Oh, well, it's got to be good then.
What more justification and do you need for the ability of the song?
This is interesting because what's the population of Norway? It's about 5 million, isn't it? So on that basis, literally everybody in Norway, every family in Norway must have had a copy of Love Hurts by Nazareth.
Maybe just like a million of them just kept buying it.
Oh, well, that's true. Well, it's not like downloads. Is they had to buy physical products. I shall speak with my
Maybe what happens is in Norway it's so cold that the vinyl cracked in the cold, so they had to buy another copy.
Buy another one. That's a good shout.
And isn't it always dark in Norway as well? Right.
Well,
they kept dropping it on the floor.
It's always dark in Norway, except when it's always light.
Oh, right, okay.
So
when did the single come out? Was it
in the winter time?
Oh dear!
I shall speak to my 2 Norwegian friends and find out what this tomfoolery is all about.
Okay, all right. I remembered, and it's another great song, but I don't know what all these lists that you've seen, but I hadn't seen that one. But great song, but again, I don't know. I probably, if I did this list again, I probably wouldn't have included Love Hurts as a power ballad. But what the hell do I know? I remember it by
clearly not what everybody who writes the lists knows.
Jim Capaldi did a version of it.
Jim Capaldi did do a version of it. Yeah, he did.
Not as good as Nazareth's version, though.
I love Jim Capaldi. I think he's brilliant.
I love Jim Capaldi as well, but his version of Love Hurts isn't as good as Nazareth's version.
No.
I don't know. I think I prefer his voice to Dan McCafferty's voice, to be honest.
Well, Dan McCafferty is Dan McCafferty's got a unique voice.
Yeah, but it's not as quality voice. It's not. I don't know. Well, yeah, but
it's not as clean and clear, is it?
No, it's not.
That's the word. That's the word. Well, that's 2 words actually. Clean and clear.
But they both look very similar. It's just one
letter.
Yes. And the way Colin writes, they could be exactly the same.
They probably would be, to be honest. Right. Who is it next then? Is it me?
Me. No, it's me.
Go on, then.
Just did yours. Right. Okay. So I'm going to go with a band where pretty well their entire output could be on this list, and indeed on a lot of the lists I looked at, several of them were. So I'm going to go with my favourite girls, Nancy Wilson and Ann Wilson.
Oh, okay.
From Heart. The song that is on all of the lists is Alone.
Oh, right, okay.
From 1987. When I was thinking about it, I thought, well, there's going to be Heart on there. That isn't the one I would have chosen. I would choose These Dreams.
These Dreams. That was the one I was going to suggest.
Well, so these Dreams. But then you've also got What About Love, which is a fantastic power ballad, and of course you've got their biggest hit, which is All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You, also a power ballad. So I mean, there's on my Heart's Greatest Hits album, basically everything that's post kind of Barracuda and the 70s stuff, pretty well all of it at one level or another is a power ballad. So you could pick anyone you like. Alone is the one that all of the lists have got, but I'd go with These Dreams. But they're all power ballads.
Okay. All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You. That's a bit of a faster song, isn't it?
Not really.
Like a tempo. I'll ask Jeff for maybe the beats per minute on that.
I don't have the beats per minute in front of me, I'm afraid. It's fair to say that all of the rest that I've got exceed the beats per minute that the definition says.
You little devil.
I know, right? Just break the rule for no reason.
Break the rules.
Everybody's got to sometimes break the rules.
Well, you're talking, yes, indeed. Spent a long, drawn evening in a low-down honky-tonk bar or something. You're saying about Heart and the whole output, really, you could consider power ballads. Could you not say, I don't want to spoil this for any of the other lists, and that it might be on or from one of the ones that you've got on your own individual list there, but could you not say the same about Chicago these days, or from the sort of 70s, 80s onwards? Are they power ballads?
I haven't considered Chicago, but yeah, I guess you probably could for quite a lot of their stuff.
I mean, I don't know. If You Leave Me Now is not really a power ballad, is it?
Shall I jump in here, Cole?
Yes.
I've chosen Chicago.
Fair enough.
So I've chosen You're My Inspiration.
Oh, great song.
1984. Okay. There's things about Chicago that I've never understood. They were a really good band. and then they discover Power Ballads, and then they become not such a good band.
I think we all agree with that.
In my book. But even more importantly, You're My Inspiration, which I have on. What are you laughing at?
I don't necessarily agree with that one. I'm just
You're My Inspiration. I've got on the album because I own the album. It's their 14th studio album.
Yeah.
And it's called Chicago 17. How does that work?
Is it their 14th?
Yes. Well, according to the interweb, it's their 14th studio album. So maybe they included 3 live albums or something. I don't know.
Well, that's not a studio album, is it? That don't make sense.
Well, no, but if it's their 14th studio and it's called Chicago 17, maybe Chicago added the 3 live albums in. I don't know. Anyway.
They could have just done it for shits and giggles.
Well, they could have done. But why would you? So the reason I would not normally buy this album. This is not my kind of album. Okay, and as we go through this, things that we've talked about in the past will come to the fore in my life. But I bought this album because I was told to, and I was almost forced to. I bought this, and I bought the Alan Parsons Project Vulture Culture album at the same time. Because I was instructed to by this completely mad Irish woman that I worked with at the time, who basically said she'd beat me senseless if I didn't go out that night and buy them. I didn't want to get beaten senseless by a mad Irish woman, so I went and bought them. And actually, the Alan Parsons Project is a much better album than the Chicago one. Go on, Colin, you're about to say something. But
I was just going to say, I'm looking up Chicago 14. Now, interestingly, on the wiki, it says, I don't know, is this what you said? It's the 12th album. Did you say it's the 12th?
It's the 14th studio album. It's called Chicago 17.
Interestingly, on here, it says Chicago 14. XIV is 14, isn't it? Yeah. It's the 12th studio album by American rock band Chicago.
Right. So they're all over the
No one knows, really.
Well, hang on. No, wait a minute. If it's on Wikipedia, you know that it was written by someone drugged up in their mum's cellar somewhere because they've been playing Call of Duty all night. You know, Wikipedia is written by anybody about anything, isn't it? You can't take anything seriously. Kind of say this is what it says on Wiki, and then we find out the truth later.
The commercial and critical disappointment of Chicago 13 and the departure of Donnie Dacus, the band decided that a new strategy was in order. Maybe the new strategy
is we're gonna sing Power Ballads and tell them it's a different name of the album.
We'll get them. We'll fool them. Marvelous stuff. But yeah,
it's a good song, is it not?
I think it's a brilliant song.
It is a good song.
Good choice.
It is a good song.
Good choice.
I don't know it.
Willis Younger.
Oh, do you know? It's Peter Cetera doing what Peter Cetera does best.
I don't know it, so choose it tomorrow.
It might be one you got to choose tomorrow, then, Jeff.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Right. Okay. Well, okay. We're on that mood now. In the sort of 80s soft rock power ballads, including You're the Inspiration. What about another one on my list here? REO Speedwagon.
Which one?
Can't Fight This Feeling.
Ah.
Now, you see, I've got an REO Speedwagon, but I've got Keep On Loving You.
Keep On Loving You, yeah.
And I've got Keep On Loving You as well.
Oh, well, then I'm outvoted.
No, you aren't. You just, the Willises have got a different opinion from you. That's all. It's not outvoted.
Can't Fight This Feeling. I love that song, and I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it in there. And Keep On Loving You is a good song too. Saw them perform both actually, supporting South London's Finest at the O2. When I thought the REO Speedwagon was the name of the device that Status Quo used to get across the stage, because they're getting on a bit, but obviously not. But yeah, Can't Fight This Feeling, Keep On Loving You. There's another one. What's the other one they did? Have
they done more than 2?
Take It On the Run? Keep it on, something like that.
Take It On the Run, baby.
Take It On the Run.
Take It On the Run, baby. That's what
yeah. They did some good ones. So
Does anyone know what REO stands for?
I think I did read somewhere, but I forgot.
I read it somewhere at one point.
Okay. I just wondered.
It's something to do with a truck or something in it that was called that.
Okay.
Maybe Shaggy will know. Go on. You who's next then?
Me, right. So I'm going to go with another. Well, I'm going to go with two bands who also have done a lot of ballads. So I'll chuck these in together. Foreigner.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of foreigner stuff is power ballady. So a lot of it isn't, but a lot of it is. And on the lists, you've got two songs. 1984. I Want to Know What Love Is. For me, that defines a power ballad. That is one that you sing along. Everybody knows the words except me, because obviously I forget them. It kind of ticks all of those sing along in the car boxes. And then the other one, which is on the lists, but I love as a song, but I'm not as 100% sure it will be my definition of a power ballad, and that's Waiting for a Girl Like You, which is 1981.
Yeah, that's a good song too. But I must admit, I Want to Know What Love Is. As you say, it's sort of a definition of a power ballad, isn't it?
Yeah.
And another one of those bands that I mentioned earlier, rock bands that had a massive hit with a more, going to use the word, accessible to the wider audience, gets a massive hit. Number one, both sides of the pond.
Well, Foreigner for me are a rock band for people who kind of quite like rock music, because there's nothing about them which is offensive. They've not written any songs where you go, that's too loud, it's too, it doesn't have a tune, all the things that, your Black Sabbaths and all that get accused of. They're middle of the road, really. They're AOR rock, and they just happen to do those kind of things. And the other one I'll throw in at the same time, because I think they tick much of the same boxes, is Journey. A lot of Journey's songs are power ballads. I've chosen Don't Stop Believing because it's one of my favourite songs, even though it's been spoilt by that Foxy film. It's
Do you mean that Poxy television series?
TV shoot, the TV
or
show.
whatever it was. But yeah, I mean, what's not to like about Don't Stop Believing?
How long have we got?
I love Journey, and I can't think of a Journey song that I don't like. But this is my
honestly, I after Don't Stop Believing, I would probably struggle to come up with a number of other Journey songs. It's sort of become their, what's the word? Their main song.
Defining moment?
Defining moment. It's not the word I'm thinking of. I can't think of the word I'm thinking of.
Lights, which is the song about San Francisco, beautiful song. Wheel in the Sky, beautiful song.
I know that one.
I think they're faultless. Given their provenance, that half of them are from the Santana band. They're just bloody good musicians who write really good songs.
I've got some song later on that features Mr. Sean on guitar. Can't remember which one it is. I'll come to that.
Okay.
Must have been when Journey were on a hiatus.
I've seen them a couple of times live. They're brilliant live, and I just think they're really good songwriters. And if you drive in the car and Don't Stop Believing comes on, you will sing it. It's that song. So for me, it's a power.
I might just switch it off.
Well,
I wouldn't switch it off because I don't. Because I'm like that. I just suffer through it and go, okay, I don't like that particularly.
It'll be over in 3 or 4 minutes, yeah.
But indeed. But it does nothing for me. Okay. Right. We've had this conversation a number of times over the last year. And there is a particular style of song that I really, really struggle with. And I've never been able to pin it down in my mind until this week, when I realised that what it actually is 1980s power ballads.
Well, that's handy.
Now, an awful lot of the ones that I've chosen, which are all power ballads, don't fall into that category. And I don't want to spoil other stuff that you guys have picked by listing now, but there will be a whole bunch of stuff that you guys are going to say in the next hour or so, and I'm going to go, yeah, it doesn't work for me.
Okay.
But I know what. Let me tell you why. At the same time as I tell you my next song, because it's the only one that I've picked, and it's almost there that I don't like it, but I do like it. Okay, So I've picked Broken Wings by Mr. Mister.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Right. Now, I would much rather have chosen Kyrie.
Kyrie.
But it's not a power ballad. So
No,
I
it
did. Kyrie is a superb song in every which way. But it's not a power ballad. But Broken Wings is as close to the stuff that I don't like as I could get without not liking it. Because it's synthy, it has that echoey style, it has that delayed guitar in it, which they all have. And I've written down. Okay, I'll say these three and then move on from there. It's like Berlin and Starship, and I've written Journey down and Journey. It's distant, it's echoey. It's to say it's got that delayed guitar, and generally speaking, that's the sound that I just don't like. Except that with Broken Wings, I do. And I don't really know why that's the case. So
isn't Kyrie a power ballad as well? This is
no, it's not. It's just a good rock song.
It's style of
song.
It's
a soft rock song.
No, it's a soft rock song. It's not a power ballad. You can sing along to Broken Wings. You can't sing along to Kyrie unless you can sing.
And
I think it to Kyrie all the time. I think it's a superb song.
Yeah, but you can sing. That's what I'm saying. If you can sing, you can sing along to Kyrie. Most of the power ballads, people who can't sing, they just shout along to. It's interesting because if you know my distaste for Bohemian Rhapsody, but at the end of the day, if Bohemian Rhapsody's playing and I'm in the car with a load of other people singing Bohemian Rhapsody, I will sing Bohemian Rhapsody because it's one of those songs which you sing along to. Half of the people who are singing it can't sing, but they can sing Bohemian Rhapsody because it is what it is. So, and is Bohemian Rhapsody a power ballad? Yeah, it probably is. Would I choose it? No, not over my dead body. But, I recognise that it falls into that category of songs that you sing along to in the car. I don't like it for the same reason that you don't like, the Mr. Misters and the other bands that you said.
Yes.
I thought you were going to mention Berlin. I didn't think you'd like...
I've got Berlin on my list. Take my breath away. My
okay,
list.
we can have that now then. Go on then. You like it?
No, I know. I've chosen ones which I quite like and then ones which I really like. And Berlin was on my list. That was on the, I'm going to mention it because it is definitely a power ballad.
Yep.
It was number one everywhere. And, you might not like it, but it is very much a standout power ballad.
A bit like the film itself, in fact.
Yeah.
You may not like it, but it's actually a standout film.
I do not feel the need for speed. I'm certainly not in an F-16.
Right, so you've had Berlin, and you got Broken Wings. Yeah, they were both on my list of options, but didn't go for either in the end. I've gone for, again, is this a power ballad?
No.
It is.
Move on.
I'm going for another drummer. Another drummer? I was talking about a drummer earlier on, wasn't I? Oh yeah, Jim Capaldi. It's not him. This is another drummer.
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
Okay.
And against
Phil Collins you
all
gone
odds.
for?
Against all odds. Bit synthy for you, bit 80s.
I quite like. No, I like it. I do like Against All Odds.
But you don't know whether it's a power ballad.
I don't know if it's a power ballad or not. Maybe.
Interesting that we had different definitions, as I said. But I see it as a power ballad. It's a ballad and it's powerful. And that, to me, is a power ballad.
Yeah, I think I can go with it.
Number one in the US, number two here. And I think he sang it was from the film
Against All Odds,
which was called Against All Odds. I was trying to think of the name of the film. I thought, yes,
didn't it had Rachel What's-her-face in it? Didn't it?
Ward.
Yeah.
And Richard Chamberlain.
Yeah, Sticky. He's dead.
Sticky. Yeah, he's dead.
He died this year, I think.
First of 7 US number ones for Phil. That was. And this is another one that's actually covered by Mariah Carey, which maybe is not a good thing.
No, it's not a good
also
thing.
covered by Westlife, which is less of a good thing.
This is a worse thing.
Worse thing. And finally, by Steve Brookstein. I don't know whether you know him. He won the first Pop Idol or X Factor or something, didn't he? Awful.
When you say didn't he, there's no point saying that if I'm listening, or I suspect my brother, because no, we wouldn't.
Fair enough. All right. They had a roster of artists to do the theme for it, and Phil Collins was chosen. It originally was called, now I'm going to try to read my writing here. Originally was called How Can You Just Sit There? During the Face Value Sessions, his debut album.
Yeah, it's the first line, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah. How can you just sit there?
How can you sit there? Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, it is.
Phil's not on piano on it though, although he did play the piano at Live Aid when he did sing at Live Aid, I think, didn't he?
He did.
Probably on both sides.
Who played the piano on it?
He didn't play the piano. It's a guy called Rob Mounsey.
Good old Rob.
Phil Collins doesn't have much hair, does he, by this stage? So he's not really hair metal. He's kind of some hair metal.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're not going down a hair metal route, are we?
No, we're not.
Jeff.
Right. Okay.
Go on, Stu.
I'm going to let you guess this one.
All right.
See if you can. This is originally a country song.
A what?
A country style song. Written for Stevie Nicks, who said, "I can't sing this, it's too much for me." And I quote. The title comes from America's song Ventura Highway. It is ranked number 6 in the world. No, it's not. It's ranked number 18 in the world of Rolling Stone's greatest of all time songs.
What year was it?
84. It's got pain, it's got joy, and it's got a brilliant guitar solo. And it's long, so people like it.
This is a Stones song.
No. No, it's ranked by
Rolling Stone magazine. Sorry,
the 18th best, the greatest song of all time.
Well, they took bollocks, so I mean, it could be anything.
Say again, Carl?
That's high up in the chart.
It's very high up
in the Rolling Stone list. Not that we take much notice of the Rolling Stones.
We definitely don't. There we go.
And it's taken from the lyrics, presumably, of Ventura Highway, or
yes.
84, and it was number 1 here.
Number 6 here. Number 1 in the States. Allegedly written about the person's lady friend. Allegedly.
No, I'm going through the lyrics of
Who starred in the film of the same name? Shall I tell you?
I was going to say Ghostbusters. No, that's not right.
Ray Parker Jr.
Absolutely. Right. This is Purple Rain by Prince.
Ah.
I bloody hate that song.
Oh.
Now.
I don't hate that song.
It was on all the lists. It's on all the lists.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's on all the lists.
Any which way you look at it, it's a power ballad.
It is. It's on all the lists.
It's a superb song, even if you don't like it. That's fine. You're allowed not to like it. In this instance, you're wrong. But
no, I'm not wrong. I just don't like it.
Okay, fair enough. You're allowed not to like it.
You don't like Don't Stop Believing.
I don't like lots of things.
Well, that's right.
But it's a really good power ballad. It's got all the bits in it that you need. It's slow. It builds. It's got masses of emotion. It's got a fantastic guitar solo in it. It's just, yeah.
I played it this morning, actually. I played it this morning.
You did play it this morning?
I must have missed it this morning.
Yeah, and when he gets to that hysterical bit at the end where he's screaming Purple Rain, I thought, this is why I can't stand this song.
I didn't play. I played the edited version, actually, because I was running out of time. And it was, it goes on for about 8 minutes.
It does, yeah.
You might like about it, though, Pete, really. It's gone on for that long. And the guitar goes on and on and on.
Hang on, right? Can we just be clear here? just because it's long, it could be crap and long, in which case I'm not going to like it.
I would argue that.
I would argue that as well.
No, I mean,
I offer
song.
you any Mahavishnu Orchestra album.
No, I'm sorry. I like that, and it might be long, but I like it. So the two things are disaggregated.
I like it. Doesn't mean to
Purple
say
Rain.
it's not crap.
Purple Rain is massively overrated. It's nowhere near the best thing that Prince did, but I don't like Prince anyway. So there we go. Moving on.
I would completely disagree, and I think Purple Rain is, by a country mile, as Simon Cowell would say, the greatest song that he ever produced.
No, it isn't.
All right.
A little red Corvette.
Knowledge.
Well, I think it's worthy of being on my list for power ballads because it's actually a power ballad that I like.
It is a power ballad, 100%.
Yeah, I did notice it was
and it is on all of the lists, but I wouldn't choose it because it's Prince. And anyone who changes his name to some poxy sign needs a slap and his guitar shoving sideways up his jacksie. But anyway, that's my...
He's a good guitarist, though, to be fair.
He might be a good guitarist. Jimi Hendrix is a good guitarist. He didn't change his name to XYZ over 4. Wanker. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, dear.
I've got that off my chest.
You have. You definitely have. You're speaking ill of the dead, of course, Prince. Purple Rain. All right, whose go is it? Me? Is it me?
Mine.
Go on then. You should have millions on this list there.
I told you I've got 20. I've got 27 songs.
Give us another one.
But it is my turn. This one is also on every single list in the top 5. November Rain, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Every single list.
And yours.
And I absolutely love it. It's my favourite Guns N' Roses song.
It's not on my list.
It's my favourite Guns N' Roses song. The caveat is, and I've checked this with many of my friends, it has the worst music video of all time. It is shockingly bad at every level, but it's a great song.
Don't know it.
Worse than Wired for Sound?
I love the video.
I was winding you up on his roller skates.
He's brilliant on his roller skates. Bless his heart.
The video to A November Rain is awful, but it's a great song, and it does all of those things. It starts slowly, it builds, it's got a banging guitar solo at the end, it's got the bit where it changes completely and you think like you're listening to a different song, but you just it ticks all of the boxes for a power ballad, and I will choose it tomorrow. That will be definitely one of the ones I pick.
Excellent.
Right, okay, so me again. Well, you might not like this one.
Well, we think it's a power ballad.
Well, I think it's a power ballad. 1975 it came out.
Okay.
It was the first single by this particular artist, male artist. It came on his self-titled debut album. He was a lead singer with the band before that, who had very, very limited, if any, success in the UK, but they were quite big over there in the States. Ohio born, I think he was. Another song that was actually been covered by Celine Dion in 1996.
Sorry, when you say covered, do you mean when you say covered? Do you mean covered or destroyed?
Yeah, murdered. Yeah, one of the
Ruined.
two.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's strange. Yeah, but why is it? Have we said this before? Can't remember. I'm getting old, but why is it? If God, they killed that song, didn't they? Which is a good thing.
It's a good thing.
But
yeah.
if you murder the song,
it's a bad thing.
You destroyed it. It's a bad thing. How does that work out? What's all that about? Very strange. Right. Well, this song,
moment, isn't it?
Well, I think murdered is premeditated, whereas killed is accidental.
No, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
They committed manslaughter on a song. It's Eric Carmen.
Oh, I can't live without you.
Or By Myself.
Yeah,
by
great
yourself.
song.
Yeah.
Or as my youngest son likes to sing, Home by Myself. Again, I'm home by myself.
Oh, why not? His diction is about as good as your diction in the car when you're doing your voice
No,
messages.
it's hilarious.
I know. It's a completely different language.
I know. It's sorry about that.
That's all right.
I've got it on my list for one of you two to choose. So,
well, I chose it.
You did.
Did you know the verse was based on? And I'm a big fan of Rachmaninoff and his concertos. It was based on the Rachmaninoff piano concerto in C minor, and that was used. It underscored the classic film. Don't ask me the year. 40s maybe. Brief Encounter.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's set on Carnforth railway station.
Is it? I know it's on a train.
Yeah, Carnforth.
And the chorus of the song was from the band. Do you know Eric Carmen's previous band as well, Chess? Or am I going to say that? It's a fruit.
Banana.
No, it's a red fruit.
Strawberry.
Close.
Raspberry.
Raspberries. Yeah, you know the raspberries.
No.
No, okay. Well, the chorus is based on an old raspberry song called "Let's Pretend." The only raspberry song that was played a lot over here on Crapital Radio, as the class called them, when in the 70s, was a raspberry song called "Overnight Sensation." Do you know that?
Rings a bell.
Vaguely. Yeah, vaguely.
The name rings a bell.
You're going to be an overnight sensation. Yeah, I do remember it vaguely.
Anyway, All By Myself, that's for me. And it's Jeff, you.
It is 1987, 5 weeks at number 1. Holds the position of being the Colin, you've gone silent.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, no, you both went silent. There was this marvellous moment where you just went silent. Shaggy, well done. You shut both of these two up. Can we just have a conversation about power ballads now? Because they're talking absolute shite.
Do you know who it is, Carl?
No, not off the top of my head. 1987.
1987. 600 songs to be number 1.
Well, it's not going to be Starship from what you said earlier.
It's the English band. Crescendos, soaring, diminuendos, repeat. It's exactly everything that you would want, and she's got a great voice.
T'Pau?
T'Pau.
Yes, T'Pau.
China in your hand.
Yeah, that's on all of the lists. I didn't choose it because I thought Colin might, but it's a great song.
It is a great song.
Yeah, it is.
Someone very rudely said, I can't remember who it was now, maybe one day she'll sing it in tune rather than singing it flat. I can't remember who that was now. I thought that was a bit harsh, really.
Was it Pete?
It could have been Pete, but I don't think it was Pete. It was someone who...
No, I like that song. I think it's a really good song. T'Pau, that's Carol Decker, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, double to her friends.
Yes.
Come on board.
Absolutely. but enough about her weekend life.
Yes, indeed.
I think it's a great song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I agree. It's a good song. I haven't got it on my list.
It is quite definitely a power ballad.
Oh, absolutely. 100% it is. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, go on then, Pete. Give us another 8.
Right, I'm gonna chuck in a couple of 1990s now. Okay.
Oh, what, the decade of death?
A bit up to date.
Well, no, 1990 was just the cusp of really good. And there is one band that were basically made their name in the 1990s, who you, Colin, and I both love, and that is Thunder. And the song in question is Love Walked In, which is absolutely a power ballad. You've just got to love a bit of Thunder in your life. They are wonderful on record. They are wonderful live, and they write absolutely terrific songs. And they do very, very good cover versions. So they tick pretty well every box. And Love Walked In is absolutely a power ballad. And the other one from the same year is More Than Words by Extreme.
You see, now, this is one of my favourite songs.
That's not a power ballad.
But I don't see that as a power ballad any more than I do
on every single power ballad list that I looked at.
Don't care, it's not one.
it's a ballad, and it's a rock band with a ballad.
Yeah,
But
it's
Okay.
not a power ballad.
necessarily a power ballad.
It steadies the whole way through. Nothing
Isn't
changes.
Poison like that? Take you back, to Every Rose Has Its Thorn. That stays like that the whole way through.
Well, they're both on the Power Ballads list, and I'm choosing them because it's a sing about power ballads. And on all the lists I looked at, Extreme, More Than Words, and Silent Lucidity, and Every Rose Has Its Thorn were all on the list, so I chose them.
It's a great song. I love it. It's a really good song, and like, even though he's got a really stupid name, it's a really good song.
Yes,
More Than Words, yeah.
More Than Words, yeah, but it's not a power ballad, in my opinion.
You're very welcome to your opinion, and I'm not disagreeing with you. It's just on the list of all of the Power Ballads, so I chose it.
And another band, of course, another rock band that had a ballad or a acoustic ballad as a big number one. It was in the States. I think it was 2 here. I think Bryan Adams kept it from the top, but
Are you going to pick my next tune?
Pardon?
Are you going to pick my next song? What is it that you're about to say?
I wasn't going to say, was I?
I don't know.
No.
So, did I mishear what you just said?
I was going to say More Than Words. I love More Than Words, and it's another one of those rock bands that have had an acoustic song ballad that has become their biggest hit.
Yes.
My apologies.
Like Silent Lucidity by Queensryche, and like Every Rose Has Its Thorn, they are all similar kinds of songs.
And I Want to Know What Love Is. I mean, I see them all as
according to all of the lists, they're all power ballads. So there we go. That's why I chose them.
Yahoo Sucks.
Yahoo Sucks, indeed.
So whose go is it now? I lose track because you've got so many in the middle there.
Yours.
Me, okay. All right, I'm going for 1988. And I'm just going to say it. You mentioned David Lee Roth earlier on, but he's not in this one.
Is this Van Hagar?
This is Van Hagar, yeah. And When It's Love.
Yeah, that's on a lot of lists as well. I didn't choose it, but it was on a lot of the lists.
I just think it built that the intro to it. Instantly recognisable. It sort of just builds up. There's nothing special about it. It's just like, I don't know. It's like, oh yeah, this is a good one coming up, and it does. Boom, and then the guitar's pounded. So When It's Love by Van Halen is mine. The first album, was that with Sammy Hagar in? Possibly.
Yes, I think it was. I think it was the first. Yeah, I think it was. I'm sure it was. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Jeff.
Should we start in the 90s just for a laugh?
Go on then.
Yeah, go on.
1991, number 2 in the UK. It sold 14 million copies, this song.
I know what this is, and it's on my list.
Which puts it in the top echelons of song sales ever. This is Scorpions' Wind of Change.
It wasn't what I thought you were going to say, but that's also on my list.
well, on the grounds that you've read every list there is and written them all down, it's not a surprise, is it?
I didn't. The lists have all got 100 on. I've got 21.
I love the story. There's a little story behind this that allegedly, because it was only on Wiki that I read it, so it could be complete twaddle. Allegedly, they presented a gold copy of the disc to President Gorbachev. Because it's all about Perestroika and
Gorky Park
Gorky Park and all that bit. But it's a fantastic. I don't know a huge amount about the Scorpions. We've had this conversation before. I've got an album I've never played. I don't even know where I got it from. It must have been Jules's. But Wind of Change is a really good song, and I listen to it quite a lot.
It's one of those I would have also, until fairly recently, when I would think, that's really the only Scorpion song that rings a bell for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think like Rock Like a Hurricane is another. But that's another band. It's not indicative of their normal style of song, is it?
No, not at all.
They had a massive hit with it. It's just the same with so many bands. Scorpions.
But again, we've had this conversation before, but isn't that because those songs are chosen, they become popular because people who are not really fans of rock music like the song and they make it popular, but it's people who don't like rock music particularly who like those songs. And the whole bunch of these ones, like the Queensryche one, like Extreme, they're all songs that became successful. Even Foreigner, to an extent, they're all songs that have been successful. They're not representative of the band, but they're the ones that sell because they're more commercially accessible. They're softer. They're whatever, however it is. But that's I think that's a lot to do with it. I mean, Wind of Change is a great song. It's absolutely a power ballad. It's got great lyrics. It's a song which everybody knows. As you say, Jeff, it was, up in the charts for forever and sold truckloads of albums. It's truckloads of singles. And I just think it's one that everybody kind of likes and is attached to. But if you got them to listen to any of the other stuff, even Rock Me Like Hurricane, which is a great song, but that's very much a rock song. And the people who bought Wind of Change aren't going to buy that song unless they're Scorpions fans. So, I do think it's different. Interestingly, the Dead one of the Hairy Bikers, whichever one that is it Dave Myers?
Yeah, Dave Myers,
yeah. He was a massive Scorpions fan. He followed them everywhere. He went to see Scorpions everywhere they played. Because when he did his show on Planet Rock, they did the Hairy Bikers show. He was always playing Scorpions, and the other one used to go, "Oh, this is the point in the show where we have to play something by Scorpions," because he was such a massive Scorpions fan. So just a little, side note.
You mentioning about people that buy Scorpions or these sorts of singles that don't normally buy rock music. That's like I was envisaging the sort of the Granny Brigade at Christmas buying all these sort of novelty singles or whatever that come out, and that's what you say about Queen. People like Queen when they don't really like rock music. Isn't that something you've said before?
I have said that before. Yes. There's a couple of Queen songs on these lists as well, which I deliberately haven't chosen.
This is the whole idea of things being pop rock rather than rock or whatever you want to call hair rock even.
Hair metal, Jeffrey. Hair metal.
Hair metal. Sorry. My sincere apologies for all those people with hair.
And what about cock rock? Isn't it called cock rock?
And yacht rock. There's a whole bunch. But there's this whole thing where people like that slight volume and build without the constant thrash of rock music, of heavy rock, or of metal, or whatever you want to call it. So they like the excitement of it, they like the build of it, they like the climax of it, but they don't want it all the time. Dig, 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 dig. So a power ballad sorts it.
All of these slower ballady type songs that have been big successful are probably, thinking about it, probably some of my favourite songs by those particular artists.
Yeah, absolutely.
That just says something about my sort of commercial head. And
no, but I would agree with you. I'm the same.
No, and I would agree with you as well. If you said to me, pick your favourite Metallica song, I'm going to pick Nothing Else Matters.
Yeah.
Because it is, or The Unforgiven. Both of those two songs are the quieter ones off the Black Album.
What's the other one on? Nothing Else Matters and Enter Sandman? I suppose it's
no, The Unforgiven is the other one.
Oh,
on
okay.
there. That's the other soft one. But and I agree with you. I think that is why people. And then sometimes they'll get into those, and then they'll listen to other stuff, and they go, "Oh, I quite like that," and you kind of build up from that one that you buy. But I think that's absolutely right.
It's exactly what I did with Extreme. I mean, I didn't really know anything about Extreme when More Than Words came out. Superb. Went to see them live, and I liked their next single. Bought the album. Nothing like More Than Words was the album. There's a song called Wholehearted, which I love, actually.
Yeah, that's a good song.
A bit acoustic-y as well, but
a
bit more of a pop rocky tune rather than just a ballad. I think the grannies might like More Than Words more than they'd like Wind of Change, if I'm brutally honest.
Yes, I think.
I think so. Well, the grannies would also like Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Possibly so.
The grannies that live in this house love Metallica. So what can you say?
Well, I mean, it does depend who your granny are. It depends who you're referring to as a granny, doesn't it? Yeah. So
Colin,
Is it
you've
me?
gone silent again.
Have I gone quiet?
No, you're back.
You're back. Yeah, I just had a word with Shaggy about this. He says, yeah, we're all freezing sometimes, and then we just come back. Maybe it's a Zoom issue. Hopefully it's
Must
not.
be a Zoom issue, yeah.
Impeding everyone's enjoyment of our talking absolute bollocks, as Pete said earlier on.
I did post this on Twitter. I decided that this was the right way of advertising this podcast. Was you mentioned it, and I said, "Come and listen to us talking bollocks later." Anyway,
and as I said, never mind the bollocks. Here's the three logos.
Here's Stinky Pete. I'm going with a film theme. A film theme from a band who are on my list of bands that are overrated and I'm not particularly a fan of. I like some of their songs, but this one is absolutely a power ballad.
Oh, I know what it is.
It's a 1998 movie.
And the film is Armageddon.
Yes, Armageddon.
Yeah, I've got this somewhere. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing.
I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
As you know, not a huge Aerosmith fan. Think that they are held in an esteem which they don't necessarily deserve. But I Don't Want to Miss a Thing is a great power ballad. And the film is one of those films which is so bad that it's good. One of those ones where you look at it and you go, I mean, really? This is just so implausible, ludicrous, hilariously stupid. But then you go, but it's kind of fun. And it has Liv Tyler in it, doesn't it? So that's
tugs your heartstrings, though, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And it makes you, and at the end, you go, oh, this is so moving. And then you go, no, it's ludicrous.
But isn't that what a power ballad does as well? Isn't that the whole concept?
Probably that it may well be the case, and it ticks all of those boxes. I don't want to miss a thing, especially Liv Tyler. I don't want to miss a single thing about her.
Oh, except her father, which I'm quite happily missed.
Yeah, well, quite. He's a bit of a dick, but anyway, moving on.
Well, yeah, that's true. There's a bit of a link there, wasn't there? Viv Tyler and Steven Tyler. Didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
didn't even think about that.
Well, see.
Another song that was covered by Celine Dion. Did say there's a few of them. In fact, I'm trying to read my writing now. It's covered by Celine Dion. It wasn't. It was intended for Celine Dion or some such singer. But eventually, Aerosmith took it on. And it's another rock band that have a big hit. Their only US #1 single, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. A cool song. Is that a Diane Warren song?
No, I didn't. Absolutely no, I didn't.
All right. Is it me or is it Jeff then?
It's you, Cole.
Me. Okay. Right. I did mention the Power of Love, Jennifer Rush, earlier on, right?
Yeah, and we wished you hadn't. So can you just?
But there were two other
very
songs
swiftly.
Power of Love released around that time. One was by Lucy News, and I'm going Frankie Goes to Hollywood, The Power of Love.
Yeah, that's on all the lists as well, and I love that song, but I didn't choose it because I thought I can't disaggregate it from Christmas. I know it's not a Christmas song. I just associate it with Christmas. Great song.
There's no reference to Christmas at all, but the video, it's the video, isn't it?
Yeah, the video is basically it's Christmas. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, the video is it's sort of
it's the three wise men visiting the baby Jesus.
Yeah, it's the nativity of Jesus. Yeah, that's what it is. And it was originally a much slower song. It's quite slow anyway, isn't it?
It's slow,
but it was much slower before.
Do you know what the beats per minute are?
They had a camp sort of. Oh yeah, should have.
How many beats per minute is it, Jeffrey?
I know.
I can find out.
Yeah, we need to know, listeners. Do you want to know how many beats per minute there are in The Power of Love by Frankie Goes to Hollywood? Well, Jeff's going to tell you anyway.
He's looking it up. Right. But it's quite amusing, and it's like they mention the hooded claw in the song.
They do. Yeah.
From The Perils of Penelope Pitstop. And I think originally it was quite a sort of camp, believe it or not, ironic tune.
Sorry, are you saying that Frankie Goes to Hollywood did camp songs?
I'm
Or were
saying
vaguely camp?
vaguely camp, yes.
They
I
were
was
vaguely camp. I agree.
61 beats per minute, if you want to know.
How many?
61.
It's
So
within the.
That's very slow.
But it's
It is
one.
slow.
But it's one beat within, isn't it? 60 to 80.
60 to 80, yeah.
Right. So it just makes it.
So if it's below 60, what's that? Leonard Cohen or something like that? And
Yeah.
sort of,
So anybody who's dead.
I think you might really struggle to play something below 60. To be honest, it's. I mean, that's a beat a minute, like a beat a second. That's really slow.
beat a minute would be slow, wouldn't it?
Yeah, a minute would be slow. Yeah, a beat a second is still pretty slow.
I bet you that Tangerine Dream could do something that was a beat a minute.
Or your Van de Graaff generator, maybe.
No, they're all hyped up.
Right.
There we go.
Okay, so Power of Love, I've gone Frankie Goes to Hollywood, which by again Country Mile, you would disagree. I know, Pete. I don't know about Jeff, but their best single, Relax.
Two Tribes Go to
Right.
War is by
Not so
a
much.
long way their best single.
No, I think Power of Love's a great song. But anyway, enough of that. Jeff, what you got next?
This is the last one that I've got on my list of 10. I've got some other ones that I can chip in later if you want to.
Yeah.
I've gone slightly off-piste here because most power ballads are guitar-based stuff. This is basically a bass guitar riff that thumps through the whole song, and it has, as its lead instrument, it has a saxophone. So if you like a sax riff, this is the one to go for. This is 1981. It got to number 49 in the UK charts.
Oh, big hit then.
Huge hit. The band originally were called Seafood Mama, and it was originally written as a shuffle, and they re-recorded by the same band under a new name as a power ballad. And it is so 1980s that you can't get much more 1980s if you stamp 1980s all the way through the collar of it.
But you mentioned sax. Sorry to interrupt. You mentioned a sax there.
Yeah.
And when you said 1981, I don't know whether this is around in 1981. My first thought there was, and it's not a band though, was Will You by Hazel O'Connor. I was thinking, that was a good rock ballad.
Song. Yeah, no, it's
massive
not that.
sax solo. It's a band in 81.
But the singer, the lady singer, is also the saxophonist.
Oh, really?
Yes, she is. So this is Quarter Flash.
Oh, Harden My Heart.
Harden My Heart.
Great song.
I don't know this song.
That's on the American.
Well,
that's on the American Heartbeat album.
Which I bought for you many years ago and recorded before I gave it to you.
Yes, it's on. Yeah, Quarter Flash.
Quarter Flash. You would know this if you heard it, Cole. Well, something like that anyway.
It was exactly like that. And it was not only was it exactly like that, it was even in the right key.
I thought you were doing the Sweeney there. Was it the Sweeney? That's a Sweeney.
It's got, so just to go back to the song, it's got this thumping bass beat that just goes all the way through it and builds it and builds it and builds it, which is quite like as a concept, and this slightly haunting. Tomorrow, so you can have a listen.
Yeah, you cut out again.
You're back. You cut out again, then, Jeff.
Yeah. Was it? Did you hear? Did he go quiet for you as well, Pete?
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't
it did go quiet for me. Everything else has gone quiet from time to time, but we're all right.
Yeah, the only person that hasn't gone quiet so far is you, Pete, which is a bit of a shame, really.
No, it's not. It's because obviously the key person here is me. And Shaggy's just shutting you two up because you're talking rubbish. But anyway, there we go.
Right. Harden My Heart, Quarter Flash.
Yeah, that's a good shout. And I love that song. I think it's brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna go with a proper English rock band who in 1995 did their power ballad. And the power ballad in question is When Love and Hate Collide. And the song is Def Leppard. And that is absolutely a power ballad. And not only, it's got lyrics which have got power ballad written all over them. I mean, if you think about the title, When Love and Hate Collide, that just says power ballad, doesn't it? So it was... So that was a very, very easy choice. And I again, you know, looking at all these lists, it appeared quite a lot. And I just thought, right, let's go back and listen to it, which I did. And I thought, yeah, absolutely, it's a great song, and it is a power ballad. So that was an easy pick.
But there only one.
Def Leppard.
Def Leppard, is that their only one power ballad?
I know they've got others which are probably power ballads, but you know, When Love and Hate Collide is the classic, I think.
Okay. All right. I'm going to throw another one in on a similar vein to the Van Halen one, which was When It's Love. This was 1987, but a British band from their self-titled debut album, written by Mr. Coverdale.
This is White Snake.
White Snake, yeah.
It's White Snake.
And it is the one that's on all the lists, but I can't remember which one it was.
Is This Love?
Is This Love? Yeah. Yeah. I haven't got it, but it was on my under list.
Originally written for... I like these little tidbits you come up with on the Intercom. If it could have been, you know, my great aunt or something that I've put on there myself, that someone else was put on. Originally written for Tina Turner.
Oh, really?
Oh, I could see Tina Turner singing it, actually. Yeah, that would work.
That's what I've got. Okay. So you've run out of your 10 now, Jeff, yeah?
Well, I have, but can I just throw a band in? Because I can think of at least 4 power ballads by a band that none of us have mentioned so far.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And I would politely suggest probably their biggest hit aside, these are their 4 biggest hits, which kind of makes them a power ballad band. So
are we talking Bon Jovi?
We are.
Yeah.
I'm going to offer Blaze of Glory, Bed of Roses, Always, I'll Be There For You. All of which are power ballads. And all of which are brilliantly delivered by a superb band, which Bon Jovi are.
Yeah, they're very good at what they do.
And a great singer. The trouble is, it wouldn't fit Stinky Pete's criteria. I'd be able to sing it properly in the car, I wouldn't have thought.
Well, no, well, because
we've done all this lot in the car.
Yeah. You could never make his notes.
Well, no, that's true. but you don't have to try that hard, do you? You just drop the octave. That's what it's about. That's why there's octaves.
Drop a tone or two. You're fine.
But
I mean, I didn't choose them because I thought you would, because of the comments you'd made a couple of weeks ago about singing in the car with
we're living on a prayer.
Living on a prayer. So I didn't choose them, but yeah, they could easily have been on. And I agree with you. I've got Bon Jovi's greatest hits. When you play it, you go, yeah, you can sing all of these. They're all power ballads.
Have you got a Scorpions greatest hits as well? Is there one?
No, there probably is, but I don't own it. So no.
Oh, okay.
But he has got 190 other ones, if that's okay.
Yes.
193, get it right.
Just bought another one this week, yeah, probably.
No, I haven't actually. I'm working on it. Now that I've got people finally ringing me up again asking me to bid for work, then maybe it might happen again. Okay. Well, I've got another 6 which I'll chuck in just kind of as ending ones, since we've got a bit of time. One that you played today, Cole.
Well, that probably narrows it down to 80 songs, doesn't it?
1987. Cutting Crew. I Just Died in Your Arms.
Tonight.
Which is again on all of the lists. And I really like as a song. And what about Sister Christian, Night Ranger?
I don't know that one.
I don't know that one either.
I shall choose it tomorrow. In that case, I shall put it on my list to definitely choose for tomorrow. It's a 1984. Again, it's the one that everybody would know by them if they knew anything about them. It's a ballad which is kind of on the cusp of being a power ballad. So I shall pick it. Another one which I thought you might choose, which I think is a beautiful song. Again, I think it's probably the one that everybody knows. Another 1987, White Lion, When the Children Cry.
I don't know that one either.
Do you know that, Cole?
No.
It's an absolutely beautiful song.
When the Children Cry.
When the Children Cry by White Lion. Well, I'll choose that as well then. I think I'm going to choose. I was going to choose the obvious ones, but I think I'll choose the ones you don't know just because it's different.
Yeah.
So I've got both those. I'm surprised, Jeff, you didn't choose Bryan Adams.
Which one?
Well, everything I do it for you.
Well, I didn't choose it because I don't hate it, but I don't like it.
I don't like it. It's on all the lists.
I think. Okay, I didn't read the lists that you.
No, it's fine.
I can't work out whether Summer of '69 is a power ballad or not. It's definitely a ballad.
It is
telling a story.
Yeah,
I'm not certain it's a power ballad. I think it might just be a good rock song.
I agree with you. It's a great rock song. I really like Bryan Adams, and I don't mind that. I don't mind the everything I do it for you.
I would never choose it, but again, I wouldn't switch it off if it was on. But I would never choose it. It's
Yeah,
Can I throw in another two or three? Because I'm surprised at these.
Yeah,
I thought Pete would choose Kayleigh.
Kayleigh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good shout. Forgot that completely.
So there's that one. I nearly chose Rosanna because I think that's a power ballad. Toto.
Yeah, now it's interesting because I was umming and ahhing about Rosanna, and it is on some of the lists, but not on the others. And in the end, I thought, well, the show could go on forever, so I didn't choose it. But I think that's also on that American Heartbeat album, and I'd argue that a lot of the songs on there.
And so is More Than a Feeling. So is that a power ballad?
Now, More Than a Feeling is on every single list, and not only is it on every single list, it's in the top 10 on every single list. And I just went, no, it's a rock song that you can sing along to. I don't think More Than a Feeling is a power ballad. Of all of the ones that's on there, that's the one I thought, no, I'm not having it. That's not a power ballad.
I wasn't certain, so I didn't choose it. The other one, which I think might be, Colin, and I thought you might try and squeeze this in as well, is Music.
John Miles.
John Miles, yeah.
Because there's nothing about it that isn't rock ballady, except that it's a bit poppy, proggy, rock ballady sort of thing.
Well, it's everything because it's also a bit classical. It's one of those things which it chucks the kitchen sink at the production to the point where you're not entirely. I mean, I love it, but you're not entirely sure what it is.
What it is. So
yeah, I think it's an interesting one.
I agree. All of those are great songs. Kayleigh, Rosanna, More Than a Feeling, Music. I've got a couple here actually that we haven't mentioned. One is the one that Neil Schon is playing lead guitar on. It was in a band when Journey were on a bit of a hiatus.
Yeah.
And this particular band, John Waite was the singer.
Okay.
You remember John Waite?
Yeah.
Also was in the Babies. But then he had a solo hit with Missing You, amongst other things.
Yeah.
And then he had a number one in the US with this. Bit of a failure in the UK. Only got to 61. The band were Bad English.
Oh, right. Okay. What's the song?
The song is When I See You Smile.
Yeah, When I See You Smile. That's a good song. Yeah. I'd forgotten about them completely.
I was at school with a lad called John Waite.
Did you? It wasn't him, was it?
Was he in Bad English?
No, he was in Night and Lane.
It was in 1B.
I think he was in Y. I think you know.
Well, that is
that is a Diane Warren song actually. When I See You Smile. I'm gonna get Stinky Pete to raise an eyebrow at this one. What about, as poppy as it might be, The Winner Takes It All?
Wow. I can see why you would think it is.
Yeah, I can see why you'd think it
I
is.
can
I
see
don't
why you
like
would
it,
think
but I
it
can
is.
see why you'd think it is. Yeah.
Very generous of you. And sticking in Sweden, I've got a Roxette and Fading Like a Flower every time you leave.
What's the other?
Rocky.
What's the other big
Oh,
Roxette
Listen to
song?
Your Heart is probably on lists.
Yeah,
If you're
that's
looking
it.
at lists, Listen to Your Heart. And
Well,
the other one that was on Pretty Woman film, it must have been
It
Love.
must be love.
yeah,
Yeah.
It Must Have Been Love is the one that's on all of the lists
All
that I
right,
looked
okay. I
at. It
thought
Must Have
Listen
Been
to Your
Love's
Heart
on
might
all
have
of
been on
them.
there as well, but I've gone for something a bit more rocky, but it's still, to my mind, a power
Well,
ballad.
now, if you're gonna quote ABBA, then I'm going to throw another Scandinavian band at you, which I thought, well, this is a power ballad, and that is Europe, The Final Countdown.
That's just harsh.
Harsh, but a power ballad.
Is it though, really?
I've got
I've got one other here. A song that came out in '89 from her album Foreign Affair. Sax solo on this by Edgar Winter, of all people.
Ooh.
good old Edgar.
Co-written by Mike Chapman, as in Chin and Chat.
Yeah.
And to me, it got number 5 here in the UK, number 15 in the US, and it always sounds like a Bruce Springsteen song to me. I always say this when I play it, and it does. It was originally called by another one of your favourite artists, Pete, Bonnie Tyler, in 1988, after Paul Young had declined
Bonnie
it.
Tyler was quoted
Totally
all of my
Eclipse of the
mates.
Heart.
You've got to have Bonnie Tyler. I'm going over my dead bloody body.
Yeah, I
am
didn't
I,
think you
Bonnie
would.
Tyler.
Didn't think you would, but the song was it was written by Mike Chapman, also Holly Knight, who's another co-writer, and it's Tina Turner, and it's the best.
Oh yeah,
I think simply the best.
Simply the
Better
best.
than all the rest. It just sounds like Springsteen should sing that to me.
Yeah, but it is also a power ballad. That's a good shout.
I've got one then.
Got
one actual power ballad in my list. That's good.
Have you got? Because the other one that I've got 2 more on my list. I've got Starship, which obviously Jeff has dissed. Nothing's going to stop us now.
No, yeah.
But then also, I built this city on rock and roll. I mean, that is a power ballad.
That's not a power ballad.
Well, it is according to some people, but I mean, it wouldn't be on mine. But I think nothing's going to stop us now.
Shall I tell you how I know it's not a power ballad?
Go on, because it's on the list of things that aren't a power ballad.
No, I really like it.
It's a fair shout.
Hey, what about Babe?
Oh, that's the other one on my list. I was just about to say, what about Babe by Styx? That's 1979, so that just creeps in.
I thought you were talking about Babe by Take That then for a moment. I'm thinking.
Oh no.
No, Styx. Babe, I love you. That's a great song.
I know the song.
Yeah, good song.
Good one.
Yeah, good.
I'm looking at this list here. I think we've got, A Glory of Love, Peter Cetera, I've got down here.
Yeah, good song.
It's just Chicago in disguise.
Yeah, possibly so. Yeah, true.
You're just Chicago in disguise.
Love Bites. That must be the Def Leppard one that I've written down, but I didn't include
Love
it.
Bites. Yeah. That's not a bad shout.
Go with that one. Others we've mentioned: Alone, All Out of Love, Air Supply.
Yeah, great song.
I can't live without you. You know.
You can't. It's a good song. What about Eternal Flame?
Well, no, that's on a list that I saw. The Banjgals.
The Banjgals.
I don't know it. I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you really do. You will have heard it. Like, trust me, you will have heard it.
You definitely know that song.
But you cannot have got to 75.
Yeah, apparently, it's reportedly was reported. Sorry, that she actually sang the song in the studio naked. That's gonna prick your ears up. You'll be checking out the song now, if not the video.
Can you not talk about someone singing naked in the studio and then use prick in the same sentence? Just don't go there.
Wasn't it covered by somebody else?
Oh, yeah, Atomic Kitten.
Atomic Kitten.
Sorry, what are you talking about being covered? Are you talking about the member or the woman or the song?
It's covered by an Atomic Kitten, yeah. When she was naked in the studio. All the other ones have got Total Eclipse. Dream On, I've got Aerosmith actually. Patience, Guns N' Roses. Nothing Else Matters. I've
Yeah,
written
I
down.
mentioned that
Metallica. Broken Wings, Wind of Change, Always. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think a lot of these songs we've all mentioned, haven't we?
We have.
There's a lot of power ballads there.
There's a lot of power ballads there.
You have to get them to me. I must admit, I was thinking you weren't in tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to.
No, I am in tomorrow, and I'm going to choose
Not-
ones that you don't know. I'm going to choose mostly ones that one or other of you don't know, because that
This
just
stupid
makes it
question, but are
interesting.
they going to be short?
Is that us? Please, can you make them short?
No, I'm going to choose all of the long ones.
Oh, yeah, okay. What, the full length of Purple Rain? Maybe Jeff's going to request.
Well, I'm
it.
not gonna
I
choose
won't,
that,
I
am I?
won't do that. If you played it
you're-
yesterday, I
no.
won't play it again tomorrow.
All right. Okay, yeah, we'll send them across, and I'll try and sort something out with the power ballads. So that's good. There's some good ones in there, aren't there?
There are some good ones.
There's some good ones. It's a good genre.
Even though we disagreed maybe on
in the
what
right
was the power ballad
circumstances.
more. Yeah, it's tough
Yeah.
to know. Right,
When
well,
have
that's
we ever done a podcast
that we don't agree, that we don't
where we
disagree.
agree?
It's a perfect genre for doing the housework too.
Yes, indeed. When did you last?
I
do
very
house-
rarely do the housework.
Yeah,
I
okay.
was going to say.
That's why you don't like power
When did you
ballads.
do the housework?
Yeah, that's why you don't like power ballads. Right, thanks very much. That's it for this week.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for listening and watching wherever you are. This podcast will be posted to the usual places over the coming days. And yeah, we'll be back next week to do something, I suppose. I assume you're both around next week. I've got a couple of ideas, actually. I'll let you know those tomorrow, maybe. And yeah, maybe one day we'll be on the
BBC.
Yeah.
Given the contents of this of today, I think that's very unlikely.
We always say
I've got
that.
to be honest.
We live in hope. We live in hope.
There's no reason they shouldn't.
No. I'll be on the radio tomorrow morning. Don't forget, tomorrow morning, sorry, CBW Radio, the last station you'll ever need. I'm on 8 a.m. UK time, 3 a.m. Eastern if you're up. And I'll be playing some of these tunes that these lovely gentlemen have selected this evening. So all I've got to say now is it's a good night from me.
And it's a good night